So we're going to go ahead and talk about proportions and then just a small introduction to what we call similarity. So proportions are important because they help us solve similarity problems. So I'll talk about similarity later. We're going to start first by practicing solving proportional equations. So when it comes to proportion, you're going to have an equal sign. So the big key things you'll see is an equal sign between two fractions, where one of the fractions has a variable in it. I blinked for a second. So the way you do proportions is you actually multiply the diagonal portions together. So it's called cross multiplication. So I'm going to multiply 3 by the 5x. So I'll write it this way, 5x plus 12. And then we're going to multiply the 4 by the 14. So that's how we do it. So we're going to go ahead and distribute and so on. So 3 times 5 is 15x, and 3 times 12 is 36. And then 4 times 14 is 56. And then we're going to go ahead and solve this like a normal equation. So I'll subtract 36 from both sides. That way I get 15x equals 20. And then you divide both sides by 15. And then we are going to simplify this. We're not going to get an integer answer, but 20 over 15, both of those are divisible by 5, so I'll divide them both by 5, and I get 4/3. And that would be the answer. So you will get fractions as your answer sometimes. Let's see another one, very similar. So same idea, I'll keep that one so we can see it. So it doesn't matter which ones you start with, so I can go ahead and do this diagonal first. So I'll do x plus 27 times 2. I usually put the 2 in front, but you're just multiplying those two together. And then we'll multiply the other two together, so the 4 and the 3, so 4 times 3. Next thing you do is you distribute, so you multiply. So 2 times x is 2x, 2 times 27 is 54, and then 4 times 3 is 12. And then we can go ahead and just solve this like a normal equation. So I want to get like terms together, so I'll subtract that 54 to the other side. 12 minus 54 is negative 42. And then you'll divide both sides by 2 so that you get an answer of x equals negative 21. Alright, so we're just going to keep practicing this because this is essentially all you're doing for all these problems. So once again, there's the equal sign and there's a variable, so I'll multiply those together. So 9 times x is just 9x. And then we've got 5 times, that's equal to 5 times 12. So 9x equals 60, because 5 times 12 is 60. And then we're going to go ahead and divide by 9. There's nothing we added or subtracted. So x equals 60 divided by 9 does not give us an integer, so I'm going to have to simplify. So both of these are divisible by 3, though. I know that. So 60 divided by 3 is 20. 9 divided by 3 is 3, so this is 20 over 3. All right, let's go to this one. Same idea once again. So cross multiplication, you multiply diagonally, so 7 times 18. So notice I didn't start with the variable one this time. That's okay. You don't have to start with the one that has the variable first. You can if you want. And then this other side we're going to do 2 times 8x plus 23. Notice when it's multiple terms I put the parentheses there. So I'll do 7 times 18, that's 126. 2 times 8 is 16x. 2 times 23 is 46. So I'll go ahead and subtract both sides, 46 from both sides, and I get 80. So 80 is equal to 16x, and I'll divide both sides by 16. So 80 over 16 is positive 5. So we have 5 is equal to x, and we are done.